As it charges north through the Gulf of Mexico this week, Hurricane Michael could finally dissipate the red tide algae bloom that's been the bane of Florida beach communities this year. Or it could make it worse. In the past, it's gone either way, said Tracy Fanara, a staff scientist at Mote Marine Laboratory in Sarasota. Oceanographer Richard Stump of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration predicted the hurricane will just push some of the bloom northward. Because the Panhandle already has some red tide affecting its beaches, we might not even notice the difference, he said. A lot depends on the direction and wind speed of the storm in question. Sometimes, Fanara said, a hurricane can dissipate a bloom due to turbulent wind and water, and sometimes the heavy rainfall a storm brings can fuel a bloom with nutrient pollution running off the land. For instance, she said, look at what happened in 2004 when 4 hurricanes clobbered the state in quick succession. That procession of Charlie, Francis, Ivan, and Jean may have had a hand in causing the algae bloom that started that year, she said. That 2004-2005 bloom, deemed one of the worst red tide outbreaks in Florida history, spent more than a year killing fish and shutting down beach tourism from the Alabama border to the Florida Keys. The impact on sea life was so catastrophic it created a dead zone, an area of the Gulf devoid of oxygen and sea life that stretched from Newport Richey south to Sarasota. Fanara said Hurricane Irma, which slammed into Florida in September last year, brought such massive amounts of rain it helped fuel the algae bloom first detected offshore in November. So stay tuned to see if Michael will make things better or worse. For the Tampa Bay Times, I'm Craig Pittman.